audio is recording.
Oh, hey. You're gonna edit all this out, right?
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, all this will be on. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video game. We are playing, well, not brand new, actually. This is a pretty old game, but a brand new game that we'll be playing. This is the Stanley Parable, and I am joined by my lovely guest, Jess.
Hello.
She's also my girlfriend, by the way. If I don't have the update video out before this video is posted, here's the news.
Hey, world.
But anyways, she'll actually be playing the game. She's played a little bit of it and kind of gotten a taste for the ridiculousness of it. But, you know, she hasn't played too many PC games. I'm trying to convert her, so I figured this is a good start. So anyways. And I will, don't worry. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and begin. I will be sitting here commentating and probably being a backseat driver.
I'm going to freak out because, you know, this game has so many turns.
Yeah. And that
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Do it.
I wanted to.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
I would like this.
This is what employee 427 did every day, every month.
Jesus, so much better than a retail job.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that
Looks
the
like a
orders came in,
button-up shirt.
though he had been made
Very
to
nice.
think.
It's a spacious office.
Stanley was happy.
Here we go.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Nice.
call a meeting,
Thank you.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
You should
This
get that out.
complete
Oh, my
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright.
Okay, so you know the basic
All
idea
of
of this
his
game.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Where
to
did they
go to
go?
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright.
Choose your path.
Oh god! Well, right now I can only go through these open doors.
Or can you?
I'm still really awful at moving, so you guys have to give me a break.
No breaks for you.
Fuck off.
Get good, scrub.
Oh, that's a wall.
Good job.
Thank
Stanley
you.
went to the wall.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
okay, sorry.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I did. Oh, it's so blue. It's very nice.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Can't see anything
Stanley
out the
simply
windows.
stood
Alright,
here,
let's move
drinking
on.
it all in.
Anyway.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna go this way. Bye.
You rebel, you.
What is
Stanley
this?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What is this? This is like the packing area? Haha, packing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
Oh,
here.
look, there's another door.
I'm not sure.
you go to that?
Really, I'm not.
I don't know.
I
No.
realize that investing
Oh,
your
yeah,
trust in
jump.
someone else can be
not
difficult,
jumping.
but the
Do it.
fact is that the story has been about
Did I
nothing
ask
but
you what I should do?
all
I don't
this
think so.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh, who is her?
This is
Can I
it,
go through that
Stanley.
door?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside,
Oh.
to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh, I guess I'm just gonna go through this door. Okay, let's go through. Whoa!
That's
Okay.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her, If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you say so.
It's super bright. What is this? What's happening?
Having a stroke.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
No.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry
Oh, I
to keep
can't
you waiting.
move.
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
I mean, I'd still hit it.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
Of course you
Let me
would.
show you what's really going on here.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're gonna enter the room.
This is a very sad story about the death of a
Oh,
man
you're
named
still there.
Stanley.
Okay, that was scary.
Good morning, employee 427.
Press Y. Okay.
Why?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Can't go any closer. That would be fun. Well. Okay. Press H.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Am
Now
I?
he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
I don't think so.
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press 8.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic
Nothing
adventures.
changed.
From behind his desk,
You're a woman
Stanley
now.
dreamed of
I am a
wild
woman.
expeditions into the unknown, fantastic
name is
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to
Stan
work
Yellow.
was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press
Ooh, watch
C.
TV.
Okay. We're gonna look at the TV though. See if it turns on. Because maybe it will.
And so he
Lies!
began to fantasize about
Oh,
his
fuck!
own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his
Oh my God.
co-workers, his
It's turning
boss,
into his
everyone
office.
in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
The fuck?
The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
Stanley doesn't have any boys, don't lie.
Stanley doesn't have any friends.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Oh my god!
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
There's not even an oven here. She says she's getting the bread out of the oven. What oven?
Lies. She's
Press-
a mannequin, by the way.
Press Z to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
I'm not hungry anymore.
he began to fill it with many
hungry for
possible
some
paths
files,
and
though.
destinations.
Hungry for work.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press 0 to tell your kids a story. Where would I tell them a story here?
I mean, where are your kids, first of all? Wrong button.
It was such a
got it.
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would
don't
never
know for
end,
that.
that he might always feel this free.
What is happening to the
Surely
kitchen
there's an
floor?
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Okay.
But there is no
Oh.
answer.
Bye-bye,
How
wife.
could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing
It's
the
his
same
desk.
buttons he always has.
The fuck?
Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
That's kind of scary.
Push Jay to go to sleep.
Okay.
that sounds
like,
nice.
Look at the...
And I'm trying to tell him
Nope,
this,
nope,
that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
We get the point.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
You see? He does not hear me.
What the
How
heck?
can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I
You're
make
a
him look
dick.
at himself?
Press 3 to question. Yeah.
Alright.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Or do
We're not
you?
so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
No.
I tried again. What? Stanley pushed a button.
Please
Tried
die!
again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh, okay.
That was funny.
So did you die?
Did I die, or are they gonna reload it? Oh, there we go.
There we go. So, are we legit restarting?
Oh, yeah. Alright, new path.
A new day.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright.
What could it mean?
We know what it says.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We don't need your rules.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Whatever.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Go right again.
Should I go right? No, but I feel like... Why? Ugh! No, I want to go this way.
Whatever.
Okay, bye.
Don't obey him the next time. Don't let him tell you what to do.
I'm in the
Yet
room.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No, that's a wall.
And
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
didn't.
office.
Bye. Oh, it's red down here.
I'm sure that's fine.
Creepy.
That means it's safe.
Oh, hey.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Was that a
He
CRX?
considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe,
Just
he
say
thought to
something.
himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe you
All
are.
of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
I'd be okay
this,
with it.
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
That's so weird.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
Oh,
simply
God.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Oh my
And
god.
at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
Is
what a
it though?
relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What? Oh.
Ew, why?
God.
Imagined
Why?
himself soaring through space on a
don't like
magical
this.
starfield, and it too appeared.
What?
It was so much fun, and Stanley
is
marveled
happening?
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about
Narrator's
how
going
it's
in circles.
describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just...
Let's just calm it down.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently,
Oh, God.
and he invited himself
God.
to wake up.
I can't see! Ah!
The cool weight of the blanket on his
Just
skin,
sleep. It's okay.
the press of the mattress on his
Good thing
back,
that was a dream. That was weird.
the fresh air of the world
was it?
outside
Ah!
this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Is it?
Everything will be fine.
No, it won't.
It's so calming.
I am
This is very calming.
okay.
I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh,
Where are we at?
we're still in the office.
Shit.
Fuck! We're still on the ground floor.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me
my
up.
God.
My name is
I
Stanley.
don't like this.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
It's
someone
getting
tell
red.
Oh, what is going
I
on?
must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh! That was good.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
I told you you had a sex
She
change.
rose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh my
Perhaps
God!
dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and
Didn't
ran.
call the cops? What the fuck?
Was this in New York?
What the heck?
So that was the Stanley Parable.
Yeah. That was interesting. Oh my God, this is not...
Is this different?
This is different.
Is it?
Oh my God, this is different. It's the same office.
Can I turn around? You still at the same desk number?
Yeah.
Still 427? What? Oh,
When
shit!
Stanley came to a set of two open doors.
What the fuck
He entered the door
is
on
happening?
his left.
Alright, we're just gonna go this way.
Don't do it.
I have to.
Do you always follow their rules?
Maybe.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Did you see the board?
Stanley
Tips for
decided
not
to go
getting
up to
fired.
his boss's
Talk
office,
less.
hoping he
Don't
might
get
find
fired.
answer there.
Let it ball up inside you.
Yeah.
Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers.
That's what I do
Reset
every day.
coworkers for not supporting you more.
Make sure your slides slightly graphic in there.
This will ensure a common protective work environment. Everyone is unique.
You, most of all. I'm that one.
You're a woman?
I'm the ginger one.
Okay. Number of slides on this slide.
Slides. Charts. Chart slides!
That's a lame thing.
Wait, which charts on the same slide depict the same information?
Alright.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all.
Oh,
He seems to think I have
go out the
more
door!
to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine.
Don't do it. Can't believe you right now. here I was thinking I was with a rebel.
Oh, executive bathroom. I wonder if you can go in there.
Oh.
Nope. Lame.
I've heard they fly away on an island and you can poop with the dinosaurs there.
Ooh. Let's do that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
I think it's 2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have
Good job.
incredibly by
Look,
simply
smartass.
pushing random buttons on the keypad. Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
I
stepped
guess I
into
should
the
look
newly
around and see what
opened
that is.
passageway.
Oh, hey!
Hey!
Oh my god, look, it like took a whole section of the wall out.
It's kind of nice. I want one of those.
No.
Oh.
Okay, well this isn't creepy.
Go to the wall.
Oh hey, there's an elevator. That's...
Going down. There we go. Take your time, Stanley.
I'm sorry!
Loading.
Loading.
And the word has lost all meaning.
Yep. Word has lost all meaning.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Even though he's being
Why
told
did
to
he
do
feel
everything.
this
Yeah.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or
There's a sign.
this way.
I think that's the right way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Good. Better than the mind control facility.
He's lying to
The
you
door
anyway.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Go.
Hey, a stripper pole.
At this point, Stanley was making
you
a
can pay
conscious,
after you leave
concerted
this
effort
job,
to
you know?
walk forward
Oh, true.
Pay for your
and
classes or
willingly
whatever.
confront his death.
Oh, this sounds fun.
This doesn't look good. I think he's not lying.
We're gonna go
He's
down the
not lying!
hall.
I'll do it!
Wait, what?
Apparently, maybe Stanley put his legs out so he wouldn't fly.
Yay!
Well, the good news
Oh,
is
shit.
he wasn't lying.
Wait, it says loading. It doesn't say this is the end. Whoa.
Hey!
No. What's this? Okay.
As the
this is
machine
kind of
whirred into
creepy.
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real
I don't like this.
Trapped forever in his
a bad
narrow
idea?
vision.
I don't like this.
You're right.
Where are my feet?
Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Get over there.
Like plugging the
I think you can make that jump.
blind man.
How can you jump?
Space.
Resigned and willingly accepted
not.
this violent
Shit.
end to his
Shit.
shattered life.
I'm gonna die.
No.
It was a good life.
Been nice knowing you, Stanley.
I'm sorry. Ah.
Oh.
Farewell,
Oh.
Stanley, cried
What?
the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
What is
Stanley was
happening?
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What?
Um.
Hey!
All right, I survived. That's good. Let's go to this strange door.
Did she kill the other narrator? What?
What?
Did you
And
actually?
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What?
What is happening?
What? Ooh.
When every
So
path
nice.
you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
It's deep.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What?
This room seems very calming. Very bright.
It's the room that tells you basically that your life is a lie. Everything is pre-programmed.
You're pre-programmed.
Face is pre-programmed.
Ooh, what's this? What's this? What is that?
What's to the left? This is like...
What is happening?
This was like the planning before they did all this to you.
Warzone.
What? Yeah, I like that bike.
You shut up.
Early in development, we designed an ending... Let me read!
Nope.
Am I going it's crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image was like there before. I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? Larger.
Whoa.
Words. More Stanley, less Stanley. Green light in September 2012 was. We submitted the Stanley Parable. Oh wow, that's cool.
Wait,
It's
what?
the story of how the Stanley Parable came to Steam.
Oh, that's pretty nifty. Oh, there's so many ways I could go.
I think you actually beat the game.
Did I?
Yeah. Montgomery Jones.
Huh.
Like, is this like the story of like the game and like the concept art?
This is
Like,
weird.
you legitimately broke the game. Look, there's the phone.
Where's the what the phone?
Pass by it.
Oh,
Wrong way. Turn around.
God.
180. Right there. Nope.
Where?
There you go.
Oh, there.
Yeah, see? There's a phone.
Oh my god, creepy. The apartment timer.
Like, this is like legitimately everything. It's showing you everything that was like pre-created before, you know, before Stanley escaped. This is so weird.
There's so many doors. I don't know where I am anymore.
Well,
Well, there's an exit.
Hey, that's probably good.
So,
Sure, it'll lead you to safety.
yeah.
Or just in a circle.
Oh, look at
She
these two.
giggled.
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Why did I think somebody was going to be standing?
That would be awful. That's why I'm going to have you play a horror game next time.
No! No, no, no.
Yep. Shit.
Can you see? Can
Nope.
you
No.
see how much they need one another?
No.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Thanks, Helen Mirren. What?
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press
You
quit.
can't.
There's no other way to beat this game.
That's funny.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Oh.
I think you were supposed to choose something.
I don't know what I was supposed to choose.
She said something about moving forward, or I don't know, you know.
It said I couldn't jump.
Yeah. It's because you're white, isn't it?
Okay, what's...
So is that the end?
Probably the end. I think we broke it.
We might have broke the game.
Alright, well that was fun.
So can you do anything? Oh, let me see. Hold on, give me that. No, there's still something going on.
Alright.
Maybe move around, try to spin your mouse or something like that. Apparently, it's just darkness.
Alright, well we broke
Straight up
it.
darkness.
That was fun though.
So apparently that wasn't ending. So you die. You did.
You did.
Girl, you did.
You did.
But yeah, so that was the Stanley Parable. I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I would like to thank you so much for playing.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. I mean, I'm awesome.
You did do awesome for your first time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Let us know if you'd like to see more. Also, thank you, Rosal13, so much for getting me this game.
It is very fun.
It is much appreciated. And if you guys liked it, let us know. We will play it more and maybe go for some more endings. Hopefully one that doesn't end in just darkness.
Yeah.
Just endless
Maybe a
darkness.
more interesting session next time, too.
Yeah, you know. Kind of getting our bearings all over again. It's been a while for me. It's been first time for her. It was your first time.
Anyway.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast.
I'll see you around.